will, maybe they won't. Who is to say what a nigga will do? Who is to say if you help someone is guaranteed to lay it down? Please remember the games, we don't play them down. Disrespect, please remember the situation getting sticky. Your mouth is saying no, but your body's saying it me.
Meet the greatest Memphis rapper that never was. Quick question before we start. Do you think 8Ball is underrated?
The government is the biggest gangsters in the world, man. They try to talk about the biggest pimps and biggest gangsters. They try to talk about rap music and rappers and all this shit. What we doing shit.
There was a time when Memphis wasn't considered a hip-hop capital. Southern rap wasn't seen as a creative force. People were only fans of East Coast and West Coast rap. In that era, a rapper emerged with his unique talent and skills. He consistently gave albums and verses that resonated with true hip-hop lovers, calling their attention.
We just do us, man, you know what I mean? We just do us, we just done us since day one. We don't try to be like nobody.
That rapper made Southern hip-hop famous worldwide. He helped build a blueprint that others would later run with and receive credit for. He influenced the culture without chasing its trends. We are talking about 8Ball. Due to his unique culture and rap history, he occupies a strange place in hip-hop history. Fans and critics love him, but the mainstream media never gives him his credit.
I got a talent that don't a lot of people have, and I'm getting chances that don't a lot of people get, you know what I'm saying? So, thank God.
Why is he underrated? To know this, we have to delve deeper into his life story. 8Ball is best known as a founding member of 8Ball and MJG, a duo that helped define Dirty South hip-hop. It's a distinctively Southern sound and voice in a genre long dominated by East Coast and West Coast artists.
Pimp Hard is just a reflection of what people want from us and like that we do best. You know?
He was born as Primo Vanzellaire Smith on October 9, 1972 in Memphis, Tennessee. A lot of people don't know this, but Memphis has a deep musical legacy that instilled the love for hip-hop in 8Ball's heart. From Stax Records to Beale Street to figures like Elvis Presley and Muhammad Ali, who once owned a club there, this city was always bustling with musical activity. 8Ball flourished his love for rap in the historical Orange Mound neighborhood of Memphis. He was in 7th grade when he met his other half, Marlon MJG Goodwin. It was Ridgeway High Middle School where they joined forces as young teens in the 1980s. They became fast friends and were famous for their contrasting personalities. The heavier 8Ball specialized in a smooth, laid-back style of rapping, while his lanky counterpart perfected a much more aggressive style.
It's what describes 8Ball and MJG. It's what we are. We ain't gangster rap. We ain't hip-hop. I mean, if you want to call us that, then, you know what I'm saying, that's cool. But if we would be put in a category, it would be space age.
Once they found their style and love for hip-hop, they started going to different clubs and taking gigs. There was a club near MJG's house that hosted live blues shows and played records. 8Ball and MJG used to hang out there so often that the owners actually let them use the microphone at the end of the night. In this way, they began performing at talent shows around their hometown.
Yeah, we both was rapping and beatboxing and breakdancing and, you know what I'm saying.
These talent shows and gigs helped them start their professional rap journey. It was in the early 1990s that veteran DJ Squeaky allowed the duo to feature on his mixtapes. This started getting them local fame and polished their rap skills. From these mixtapes and early talent shows, 8Ball got his first label deal from On the Strength Records.
It's deeper than what we know. You know what I mean? The news and the things that we see, I think it's all staged and edited, you know.
Under this label, 8Ball and MJG released their first record titled Listen to the Lyrics, which later became known as Lyrics of a Pimp. This record came out where they were still in the 12th grade. The record gained strong local and regional attention, especially across the tri-state area, Tennessee, Memphis, and Arkansas, establishing their name before any major label involvement. Now it was time for them to move further in their career. 8Ball's connection to Tony Draper, the founder of Suave Records, happened through a mutual friend he knew from school in Memphis. That friend also knew Draper and told him about 8Ball and MJG, specifically pointing to the success of their early album. At the time, Draper already had a label and several acts, but he was told that the boys are booming and that he needed to connect with them. This eventually led to 8Ball and MJG signing with Suave Records, which was based in Houston, Texas. It was the first time 8Ball was moving out of Memphis. He never thought he would move to another state for his rap career.
The plane.
That was a big thing, you know.
What you said the first time?
It got us about a minute. It was that first time riding on the plane for sure.
Yeah.
Southern hip-hop wasn't considered a professional and creative force in that area. Memphis had no importance in the hip-hop world. People around 8Ball always believed he would never step out of Memphis. He would never be successful because of his Southern rap style. So getting a deal from Houston's label was the biggest milestone for 8Ball.
You know, we in the dough right now, so we are a place where you can find talented people, you know what I'm saying? So I think from now on, the South is gonna always be a part of just everything.
The Coming Out Hard album contained his true feelings and experiences.
I'm a pimpster, not a trick on a stroke. You gotta pimp that thing and keep a trick on hold.
His street storytelling, versatile style, and melodic Southern rap told his fellow rappers that if he can make it from Memphis, anybody can make it from there. It was 1993 when 8Ball and MJG released their debut album. It served as both a node to their hometown and a continuation of the city's musical and historical legacy. The rich storytelling and aggressive style shaped Memphis hip-hop, giving a blueprint to other rappers emerging from the South. But 8Ball's real struggle started after the release of this album. The record makes it clear that if they don't get into the top 40, they have to go back to Memphis. So, 8Ball had to do tours to market his albums. The East and West Coast were dominating the hip-hop world, and fans were not ready to listen to Southern hip-hop. This resistance is one of the main reasons 8Ball didn't get the fame he deserved. It was around 1994 when he and MJG were booked to perform in Atlanta at a club called The Warehouse. The night they were booked on was described as a hip-hop night, but the crowd and atmosphere were heavily East Coast oriented, which was the dominant style at the time.
It was like hip-hop night or something, you know, in 94.
Right.
So imagine what East Coast hip-hop was in 94.
And it was very dominant at that time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we come up in here, man, we got dancing and
They were booked as 8Ball and MJG from Memphis, Tennessee, which immediately made them outsiders. The audience was not expecting or receptive to Southern rap. When 8Ball stepped on stage, the crowd reacted badly. People started throwing bottles and yelling at him to stop rapping. The hostility was so real that he and MJG had to step down without performing.
we didn't get ran out the club. That's one.
Right.
Yeah.
We went to the booth and fucked with Kid Capri for a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
The incident is a strong example of the hostility Southern rap faced in its early days. Many hip-hop fans were simply not ready to accept this new style of music. About 1 month later, they again returned to Atlanta and performed at a different venue, The Gate. Here, they clearly mentioned they are Southern rappers during the booking. This time, the experience was completely different. Pure hip-hop lovers were excited to give a chance to Southern rap. Instead of hostility, the venue was packed with over 1,000 people, and the crowd response was overwhelmingly positive. From that point on, Atlanta became a city where they performed regularly, returning every few months.
you know, when we on stage, it's like time stop, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is thinking all that. You know, we in the same mind frame. You know what I mean? So it's nothing compares to that, man.
8Ball built a cult following instead of mainstream fame. He realized that his rap style wasn't for everyone, so he found his audience and created albums consistently for them. After the debut album, 8Ball and MJG released On the Outside Looking In on September 27, 1994.
I'm just lounging, cool and maxing in the studio, drinking on the yak, smoking Fat Mac Indo.
It was released through Suave House Records and Relativity Records. This album didn't get any prominent mainstream success, but the duo's third group album proved to be their breakthrough moment. On Top of the World reached number 2 on the Billboard charts. This album contained their first hit single, Space Age Pimpin'.
Lustin', bustin', all out of my boxer drawers, fingers dripping, slipping in, winding it.
The album created a blueprint for Southern rap style as we know it. The album was soulful, honest, and contained a funky, futuristic style. The magazine XXL appreciates the album, believing that 8Ball and MJG have created a new subgenre in Southern rap, making them famous as conscious and storyteller gangsters. This group album was followed by their solo careers. 8Ball decided to solidify his individual strengths in the public consciousness. In 1998, he released his solo album, Lost. The world was shocked after seeing his individual strength.
Always wanna judge me, player that ain't for you to do, cause one day higher powers got something for me.
Lost peaked at number 5 on the charts and sold almost 1.8 million copies in the US. It was certified platinum by the RIAA, making 8Ball the first Southern rapper to achieve this success.
You know, we planning to be platinum in August.
The song Drama in My Life, featuring psychodrama, was first heard on the soundtrack album to the 1998 film Woo.
Trying their best to get a hold of me for my jewelry and my currency, but I couldn't see what was in store for me.
After this solo album, the duo reunited to give their final album with Suave House Records. It was 1999 when they released In Our Lifetime Volume 1.
Hold it for a second, then bark it up. 8Ball known to rock the world, slanging verses.
The album peaked at number 10 on the Billboard 200 and topped the top R&B albums chart. During this era, the world of hip-hop was changing. Mainstream media was chasing trends, ignoring soulful storytelling music.
That green dollar bill is a pure evil, and when you bring that into the mix of these young cats that ain't never had this before, and you got somebody in their ear telling them, you the star, he ain't good as you, you could do this.
But 8Ball refused to change his style. He remained stuck to his original format and rap style. During this same time, 8Ball and MJG signed a deal with Sean Combs' Bad Boy Records. It was a rare opportunity for Southern rappers, making them pretty famous after this deal. In 2004, they released Living Legends, their top-selling album to this day. This album had 3 hit singles: You Don't Want Drama, Forever, and Straight Cadillac Pimpin'.
Right here they broke the mold, one of a kind, fat boy with a gold mouth and shine, hard to touch. So make the bag good, put that on my leather and wood. Cinderella with my fellas, spin and take a ride with a pimp. Fire the green up and let me shoot the with you. Talk slick till I make a chick.
These 3 singles made them famous among the new hip-hop fans. It was followed by their successful collaboration with 3 6 Mafia in 2005. The single, Stay Fly, is the biggest hit for both groups.
Full of that, lead a club full of rose mo. Yo, girlfriend wanna ride with me in the car with a pimp.
If we talk about 8Ball's solo career, he consistently delivered albums to his loyal fans over the years. These include Almost Famous, Lay It Down, Light Up the Bomb, The Vet and the Rookie, Doing It Big, and Life's Quest.
And if you look back on the outside looking in, that was the only song that sounded like that on that whole album, you feel me? Because T-Mix was producing, and a lot of those songs, me and MJ had produced them already, but they were samples.
Which one is your favorite? Share with us in the comment section, and also let us know what you think of 8Ball. Is he really underrated? By the way, if you love this video, you'll also love this one right here on your screen.